The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Herbert. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him a gain of 38. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Throwing again on second down. Herbert under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Jalen Phillips able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's called the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins will take over here just shy of the 30. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Pollard again. And some space here. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. A big pickup of 38. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Down to about the 22 here. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point. The Dolphins had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Looking to pass. Tua. On the right side, open is Gesicki. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Pollard. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it'll be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. Oh, they were so close to the goal line, Charles. 4th down, they figure, well, we'll go for it. But the decision to pass winds up being a bad one with that interception.
Well, I think you said it really well. They may have just figured we're this close, we may as well go for it. Or they had a plan right from the beginning coming into this game to be aggressive. In any event, it didn't work out for them.
The Charger drive about to get going. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Out from the shadows of their goal line, here's 1st and 10 from the 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got a man, complete. The 30. 10. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 52 yards. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Pollard going to try the right side. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 8 coming up. Play action. Now it's Tua. Open man is Hill. He's got it. It'll go as a gain of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they can really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first down, it's Herbert. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Herbert back to the air. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Herbert. And it's caught. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half. To a hit, and the ball is out. And picked up by the Chargers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Herbert. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Herbert on third down now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Tua, a final shot before half. And going deep for Hill. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Fields it right around the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
A.J.
Tua on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me.